Knock! Why are you telling me? Don't you call me all the time?
Aaron!
What do I owe this visit? Talk now!
I'm pregnant.
This new development that I'm hearing right now about these two people, I don't know how the set of individuals were able to form these ideas, but with the way evidences are flooding everywhere, I think it's really true. It somehow happened, and it's probably possible that it's going to happen between two friends. The new development is that Peggy Ovire and Sarian Martin unfollowed each other. Whether they said it was Peggy Ovire that unfollowed her or Sarian Martin unfollowed, but the way I'm looking at it later, that I found out that it was Peggy Ovire that unfollowed Sarian Martin. For those that are always viewing these two with what they do, two of them are actually actress and they're also producer. They're in film making and they are doing so well for themselves. You know what I mean by that? Because beautiful movies that you see, Sarian Martin's always showcases to everyone, fans. Peggy Ovire is always in support of her, and also whenever you see Peggy Ovire producing any movie or she's creating any movie or have ideas to create any movie, Sarian Martin is always there, with her to support her. And for what I see how these things are going, Peggy Ovire, for every one of us that know that Peggy Ovire, I always say this, that she's a peaceful someone, and how she does this, her methods or modes of friendship is whenever she senses anything. I told you all one time that she's a sensitive person. So, but later on, let me just try and see how I can put these two together. Later on, the same person that posted this later said that, let's just read what she said. She said, after we casted it, that's after that day the plug has exposed the two of them, that Peggy Ovire has gone back to follow Sarian Martin and said with crying emoji, waiting they worry una. So plugs must post before you think it's wise to behave like adults. Like I said, it's possible that this might be true because evidences are here to show that, a screenshot like you already saw that, I showed you. They said no users found. That means something happened behind the scene, that Peggy Ovire unfollowed, Queen Sari, which is, Sarian Martin's, or maybe Sarian Martin's that unfollowed, but it was later, discovered that this was Peggy Ovire that unfollowed Sarian Martin. I was trying to say something before that very post came up. I just let me analyze it first. Like I told you all, that the method and way that Peggy Ovire does her friendship or the moods. For those that don't know her, at least I don't need to hang around her and do things with her before I already know, because I quickly read people. She's the kind of person that easily moves quietly. If she has friendship with you, she moves on quietly. She doesn't have time to come and be it's funny, very sorry for laughing. It's funny though, because I know there are some people like this. They don't want trouble, they don't want wahala. For those that understand what I mean by wahala, they don't want argument, they don't want anything that has to distort their peace of mind whenever that wants to come up. And like I said in my last video, that Peggy Ovire is somebody that is so sensitive, she's high-minded. Those set of people, if you have them around you, okay, they're the kind of people that quickly senses things. So I think that she has sensed some energy, somehow negative energy, that made her to do what she did according to posts. Okay, so but now that they have followed back each other, there is nothing beautiful than that, because I pray, please let these two continue to be together. I know that somehow it's possible though, that for those, what I'm talking about, you already, there's some people that already have friends. A friend can really provoke you, friends can really that's why I see a lot of people, they don't like keeping friends because they don't have time to come and be arguing with friendship. Brother and sister can even argue. and come back together and make peace, not to talk about friendship. Maybe it happened and that they have resolved it. That is the most important thing to us right now. And that Sarah Martin has been the family of these two, Frederick Leonard and Sarah and Peggy Ovire. They've been like a family because they do the same thing together. And Sarah Martin, she's just someone that these two, Peggy Ovire and Frederick Leonard, they are senior in movie making than Sarah Martin. They've been in this scene for a long time. And now we'll be talking about this new movie. Let's just jump into it now, because since the two of them, they resolved each other and their family, I just pray that they continue to keep the peace together between them. And that Frederick Leonard, I told you all that if Frederick Leonard can open a film house where he can tutor people how to act, it would be a good idea. But now that people are saying that Frederick Leonard is not somebody that they can work with, why? Because somehow he has his own character to also deal with. We'll talk about that later in another video. But this new movie that Frederick Leonard released, that is what we'll be talking, because it's out now. I will go and do my check and know if it's really out exactly. This new movie that Frederick Leonard released newly with Sarah Martin, please go to the YouTube channel of Frederick Leonard and get a hold of that movie. It's a new one that just was released now, called My Wife My Property. Is on YouTube now on Frederick Leonard TV. Just go watch and leave your various comments, like I always say, okay? And the reason why we leave our comments is for other people to to be notified about the movie and also go and watch, so that we can promote them. All right. And this very movie, the way I'm looking at it, is going to be a funny one. Frederick Leonard already told us that it's out. Watch, comment, and like and share, like we already are aware of. All right. So Sarah Martin is a good actress, and I will go and have my own feed of that very movie, and I'll later come back and leave my thoughts on that, like I expect you all to do. So let's keep praying for them, and there's peace now, I guess. So this is all we'll have for you today. Hope you enjoyed what we shared. Please, for more videos from us, don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on your bell for notifications of movies, emojis, and also beautiful videos. So take care of yourselves. See you on a later one. Bye.